Hey guys, Carl Cooper here with OnTheBlack.com with a quick Q&A. Today's question comes from Safety Sam, and the question is, where do you think Mike Pelfrey stands as far as the second half of the season? Do you think Pelfrey's better outings this season are behind him, or do you think he just hit a small bump and that he'll get back on track after the All-Star break? Well, let's look at Pelfrey's first half of the season. Started out really he's been on either end of the spectrum here in the first half. Started out really well this season. Some out there were saying that he was even the ace of the Mets staff, which, with Johan Santana there, Pelfrey just can't be the ace right now. But, some were saying that, he was pitching just as well as almost anyone in the National League at the time. But here, lately, over the last month or so, he's looked like a different pitcher. He's actually at times looked worse than he did last year when he had a disappointing season. So really two sides of the fence there for Mike Pelfrey so far this year. I personally think in the second half of the season, Pelfrey will probably be somewhere in the middle. I don't think he'll be as good as he was at the beginning of the season, but for the most part, I don't think he'll be as bad as he has been here lately over the last month. I think he'll probably be somewhere in the middle. Now, I still think that the Mets need to go out and get a starting pitcher. I thought that they should have got Cliff Lee. I think that they should have tried to figure out a way to get creative and get Cliff Lee, but they didn't do that. I still think that they need another pitcher. I think Santana will be good in the second half. I think I think Pelfrey will be somewhere in the middle of his performances from the first half and the second half. I think Nice will probably continue to improve. I don't have too much faith and confidence in Takahashi and Dickey going into the second half, and I know there's talk of possibly Oliver Perez coming back. So, I'm not too confident in the back end of the rotation. So I do think that the Mets need to make a trade for a pitcher before the trade deadline. I know that Lily's been talked about some, and other pitchers as well. So we'll see what happens. But back to the main question of this video. How will Mike Pelfrey perform in the second half? I think he'll be somewhere in the middle. I don't think he'll be as good as he was at the beginning of the season, but I don't think he'll be as bad as he was here towards the end of the first half. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you soon.